what we're doing today is the cooler mash, the cooler mash tun. The reason we use a cooler is because it's really good at holding temperature. When we do our calculations right, and in a perfect world, it holds that. Like it's holding our temperature right now. It's not at the right temperature, but it's holding our temperature. And that's the beauty of the cooler. Downside is you can't heat it. So this would be a perfect example of wanting to heat my mash. Right. I just mashed in low, and I can't put this on a burner. I can't heat it up, right? So that's a downside of a cooler mash tun. Upside, they're cheap. I mean, you can go on Craigslist and probably buy a used water cooler for $10, or even at Home Depot, they're not that expensive.
Right.
You can use round coolers, you can use rectangular coolers. I actually really enjoyed mashing in a rectangular cooler because you could get a little more volume. Right, so this is 5 gallons. And if you're making 5-gallon batches, this is awesome, but there's a limit to it. You can only fit so much grain in this thing. You can only make a beer to a certain gravity. After that, you just can't fit that much grain in the mash tun. That's why I really like the rectangular coolers, is because if this was 5 gallons, you could get a small rectangular cooler that was maybe 7 or 8 gallons, and you could fit a bunch more grain in there. The other vessel that you would mash in could be a stainless pot, right? Just like those Blickmans. There's a ton of off-the-shelf stainless options that if you wanted to just go buy right now, you could get a stainless mash tun, and they have really nice, like perforated disc false bottoms, or sheets of metal that have little slots cut in them, and they're like designed to work with the stainless mash tuns. The downside is heat loss, right? So you mash in, and you got to constantly like turn the temperature on, turn the heat on to keep the temperature up. But they're easier to clean. They're stainless, which who doesn't like stainless steel? You can apply direct heat to them, so you can run your mash through different temperature steps.